time to rise and shine. Welcome back to Lindell Haven of Life. I'm Poetry and this is my wife, Kristen. If you're new to the channel, us and our 6 kids unexpectedly sold our house in the city, bought some land and an RV, and we live full time in that RV on our land while we're building our homestead up from the ground up. If you go back and look in episode 4, we talked about how we turned this shed into a livable space, a tiny house. When we lived in the city, we had a California King at our old house. So when we moved here, we didn't have anywhere else to sleep, and so we put that California King into this tiny house. So it takes up a lot of space in there, and that was just a temporary thing for us.
We love that bed. That was a bed that we custom built.
Yes.
We worked on that one together. That was a really fun build. And at the time, I was pregnant with our 5th.
Skyland.
And yes, Skyland. And he was our first home birth, so we had to prepare that bed
in our bathtub at the house.
Yes, it was quite the experience. But we had to prep that bed thinking that I would labor, maybe give birth in that bed. So that bed is very special to us. And it was the biggest bed we've ever had. We had never had a California King before, so it
fits the space that we had in our last house.
So it was very cool.
So this bed is going to be a storage bed. It is going to have drawers. We're going to maximize the space.
Looking forward to seeing how this one turns out.
This bed is going to have drawers in the framework of the bed. So we're going to go ahead and rip a couple of these sheets of plywood so we can get started on building that framework up. Should be able to get one more sheet out of this one. Stuff like this, if you're like really into saving, when you're stirring paint or like stains, you keep like little sticks like this. I broke my glasses. I mean, I have more, but my safety glasses, I had them in the bottom of the wheelbarrow and I was like, ooh. Hopefully this don't break. Sure enough, they broke. And that is it for now. When our family of 8 lived in the RV, we were very, very minimalistic. Had no choice. There was 8 of us in this RV, and so our space was very limited. This bed that we're making is gonna be a functional bed. This bed is going to have a lot of drawers, so you can put whatever you want in those and basically make good use of the space that a bed takes up. 3 sides of these boards will have pocket holes. Each of these boards are going to attach to the bottom piece, to the top piece, and to the back. So we just want to do a check to make sure that we got the pocket holes where we need them to be. For this, you're not going to see none of this when this is finally complete. The drawers are going to be filling in the gaps, and there's going to be trim around. You'll never see any of this underneath the bed. Get some glue. Glue got clogged up. Come on, glue. There we go. There we go. And we'll screw these in. Get these glued and screwed. Using this pre-cut 2x3 to evenly space out these center dividers. We have the other side of this bed frame. We're gonna flip this on. Where that's gonna go. We'll screw these sides down first. We have to use this divider to keep this square because when we install the drawers, we need the drawers to slide very, very smoothly. This right here will help to keep this square while we're getting these screwed down. We're gonna use a clamp to get this nice and tight. And we'll wipe up this excess glue. Even though we pocket screwed this, we're going to put some extra long-term protection on this, and we're going to screw this down with some wood screws. We're screwing them down so they're nice and flush, so they don't get in the way of any other parts of this bed. Let's flip this over. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to add some wood screws to help firm this up. This is just one side of the bed. We have to do this all over again for the other side. Both sides of the bed support drawer system are put together. We need to put the back on both of these. So we're gonna go ahead and get those cut. Chris and I are cutting the backs of those drawer boxes. Yeah, we can put this. I'll take that. Ba-da-da-da-doo.
Okay, so we have to cut off some.
Yeah. Let's do that side. Oh, it's definitely
That'd be so funny.
gonna be more off of there.
Oh, yeah.
Got a pencil around here. Hey, nope. So
Where took your pencil back?
I had like a couple. That's what I'm liking about this part of it. Bring it down to this part of it, because none of this has to be treated, doesn't have to be stained, ain't gotta be painted.
Oh, yeah, that part.
You won't see any of that we made today.
Yeah.
You won't see none of it. We're putting the backs on. We're gonna put some glue on here. So this will hold it good over time. We'll just run that. There's a bee that is trying to get some of this glue honey. Let's see, we'll put this here, make sure everything is flush. We'll tack this end down first. We'll bring this down the line. Doop, doop, doop. That box is done. Let's do the other one. All right, got some glue back here. Get that up. All right. We still need to add some trim around these drawer frames, and we need to add drawers. But we're gonna put these to the side and work on the rest of the bed. We're over here at our Homestead lumber yard. There's some pieces in here that we need to get to. This is where we put all of our cut wood that we use from other projects, and we really salvage it, we keep it. This is reclaimed wood that we just use over time, and we just kind of protect it right now with this tarp. We will be building sometime in the future an area that's, got an overhang that we can keep all of our salvaged wood supplies at. So we're gonna go ahead and uncover this, get in here and get some wood that we really need for this bed build. I think it's way down at the bottom. It's way down here. All right, ain't nothing to it but to do it because we need these. It's stacked on there. Stacked on there. Ah! Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Let's go. Yeah. One. Ooh. What's up? No. We got a lot, once we get these out, there's gonna be a lot of sanding on these and get them nice and clean. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Use that one. Looks like a nice one. I think we got what we needed out of this lumber yard. We're gonna go ahead and get all this stacked back up and covered up. We have our headboard and footboard parts. We got our reclaimed wood from our mini lumber yard. We're gonna get these 4x4 cuts because they're gonna be the posts for the headboard and the posts for the footboard. And then we'll cut the other parts as well. We have to go into this shipping container, which in the future we'll be converting this into a livable space as well. We're gonna go in here and grab a tool that we're gonna use to help build this bed for the tiny house. We just sanded up the footboard parts of this rustic bed. This is one of the boards that we cut, that we pulled out from the reclaimed wood that was under the tarp. And got it all cleaned up. Looks good. It's gonna add a really cool rustic look to this bed. This bed is gonna have a farmhouse look to it. So we've got some panels here that we're gonna pock a hole so they can attach together. And we've kind of pre-marked these so we don't forget, because that can happen, where we need to pock a hole. I don't want too much glue. Gotta get that excess glue off there because we'll be staining these up. We use pocket hole screws, of course, here where we had drilled. We don't want this to be seen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill these up with some glue. And then we're gonna add these wood plugs to fill that space up. And then once that glue sets and holds that firm, we're gonna come back with the saw and cut that excess off to where it's fully flat and you won't be able to see these screws. All right, we'll set this to the side and work on the next step. This rusty drill press has not been used in like 5 to 8 years. But if we can get it to work, it's going to assist and help making this bed. There we go. That'll help get that to turn a lot better. There you go. I want to go the opposite way. Hopefully I got down in there. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, we need that thing to spin like a charm. We're going to be using some screws that are going to be hidden within this bed. And we need this drill press to help keep those screw holes straight. Let's see. We need that. That's a light. No. Oh man. Yeesh. We gotta get some oil in there. Ah. Oh, boom, boom. Let's get that down in there just in case. Ooh. Is it coming down? Yep, it's coming down. There we go. Perfect. Get that. Perfect. We got one more step to do. We need to raise this. Oh, there was a knob that went here. All right, we're gonna have to use our fingers. We're gonna find that knob. I don't know where that thing might be. We have to improvise. Okay. Let's raise them up. Let's raise it up a little bit. Let's lock that in place. And let's see what this thing can do. Hey! That's just enough depth for that, what we need. Perfect. Let's go. Yeah. All right, let's do the other one. Hey, don't move me now. We got everything set. Okay. All right, now we need to change. Now we need to change out this bit here for an actual drill bit, and we're going to drill down through this wood. We're just excited about this thing right here. Oh my gosh. It's been so long. It's been so long. Okay, we need to save that because we got to save that. We'll put that to the side because we still got to do the headboard. All right, the handle to turn this knob that raises and lowers this is somewhere in that shipping container, so we're going to use these pliers to get this done. There we go. We got to bring you all the way down. Come on now. There we go. All right. We need to drill all the way down. Down. I'm not sure if the setting is set for all that, but we'll see. We got the footboard frame pre-drilled. I'm gonna add a little glue here. Bring that together. All right. We got the 2x4s attached. There is still more to be done to this footboard. So we're gonna move this to the side and check out the panels that we did earlier. Using this saw to cut off the excess of these wood plugs. And then we'll come back later and sand that down. You won't even see the backside of this panel because the mattress is going to be covering it basically. But we still want to do a good job just in case you take the mattress, you're not looking at these screws when you're changing the bed. Got some trim that we're adding to this headboard or footboard. We got some trim that we're adding to this footboard. Set this on top. Getting this glued down. We got some pre-drilled holes in this 2x4. Make sure we put it on the right side. And then we need to cap off this 2x4 with a 2x6. Make it look real nice and pretty. We got a little bit of glue down here. We just see. Phew, phew. Okay, gotta catch that. We need glue like that because we're gonna be staining this. All right, let's get this clamped down. We got it glued down, let's screw it down. This footboard is, except for the staining, this footboard is complete. These spots that you see, they're wood filler that we covered over the holes that we made to drill in the screws. We're gonna let that dry fully, completely, and then we're gonna sand over those. Now this stain is, it's almost like it's black. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll come look.
Yeah, we'll have to see what stain looks good.
Okay. Well, I got a sweep in there.
We're working on the headboard and it's very similar to the footboard, and except for maybe one or two pieces. We're getting this excess glue out of here. The drawer box that the mattress is going to lay on is going to have a face frame. So we are staining up the trim that'll go around the edges. We're staining this up before we put it on the drawer box because we don't really need to stain the drawer box. So we're going to stain these and let them dry. And then we'll add it onto the drawer box. All of this trim is stained up. We're gonna let that fully dry. There's a lot more to stain, so we're gonna keep this stain close by. We got our footboard here, we got the headboard here, and we are about to start staining those up. Just getting some gloves on so we can get ready. And we're gonna apply some stain to these. Put some up here so y'all can see what it's looking like. Oh, you better listen to your...
The same.
Huh?
They look like exactly the same.
Right? Careful where you walk.
Okay.
Yeah. So, right here, flat bag. Sorry about that. Thank you.
I'm over here by Dad.
You actually kind of get a really good close-up of this now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks good. I like it.
Right?
Very pretty. Right here.
It definitely has like that barn rustic look.
Right. I like it. Looks good.
We're working on the headboard now and getting both sides stained up. This storage bed has 6 drawers. So we're gonna run some tongue and groove in the boards for the drawer parts and for the frames that go around the front drawer covers. The bottom panel of the drawers will fit in this groove right here. We got the drawer panels here. We got the bottom panel here. So we're just putting this last piece on and then getting this pocket hole together. All right, we've installed the drawer slides. And then over here, we built a drawer, test drawer, just to make sure everything was closing good. And everything looks good. And we're drilling the holes for the drawer pulls. And screwing in this drawer pull. We got the front to the boom. Soft close. The bed is finally done. It's got storage, it has drawers.
On both sides of the bed, which is fantastic. Lots of good storage. So looking forward to filling it up with whatever we need to put in there. So yes, there's drawers on both sides of the bed. It turned out fantastic. It is absolutely beautiful.
We have a bedroom in the house that's not being used. This California King needs to come out of this tiny house. So we have some options on where we want to kind of put these beds. One of the reasons why we moved out here is so we could move freely on our land and we could sleep, eat, and be wherever we want to out here. And this is just another one of those functional options that we have, you know, whether it's our family or whether we have guests over. They got a place to sleep, they have a place to stay. We have several dwellings here, and there will be additional ones in the future. The bed that was in there, the California King, that was not a permanent situation. It was we got out here and we needed a place to stay. So we lived in the RV full time, and then the tiny houses came next, and we put the California King in there, but that's a big bed.
It is. It's huge.
That's a big bed. So.
You did such a good job on this bed. I absolutely love the design of it, and I love the color.
Oh yeah.
Good job on the color.
Yeah,
Very
we
nice.
both picked the color out. It's one of those things you just never know what's going to happen once you put it on. And I think we narrowed it down to 3 choices. Went over to the store, looked at the can, but the color on the can is not what it'll look like on the wood. No. And of course, stain is differently on different woods. So we just kind of said that one.
We kind of got really technical, and we went with the eeny, meeny, miny, moe style, you know. So like, rock, paper, scissors, go. Yes.
Whatever
but we knew that all 3 of the stains would look great. But I really like how rich this one looks. It just has like a nice,
it goes with
deep, it's a nice, deep, rich color. So you can see the wood grain so well. So good job. You did a fantastic job.
Hercules is already comfy. He's
For real. This is not your bed, buddy. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna get you a little rag and you can spread out on it. All right, so that build is
Yep,
done.
so good job on that.
On to the next.
On to the next. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And from all of us at Neil Haven and Life, we look forward to seeing you guys next time.
Yes,
Thanks.
Thank you.